Hey y'all. So I've been doing some stuff, so my face looks like I got blush on, but I don't. Been out in the heat, and I don't feel so great. Oh Lord. Anyway, um, remember the other day in one of the videos I said, if somebody, don't be naive in love and don't be reckless in love, because if you are, that person will shock the hell out of you one day and break your heart in 1,000 pieces, even though they said vows and said they never would, even though they promised to love you forever, and blah, 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 words, words, words. And if there's no real action, the words are pretty much useless, right? A lot of people promise you the sun, the moon, and the stars, and they don't deliver you a paper towel. Anyway, so there's some things that you may know about 9/11, and chances are you probably don't know. So let me tell you, because remember I told you your loved one could one day flip out, do something completely shocking, and you never saw it coming, okay? Now, the media talked about it for a second during 9/11. They talked about it for a quick second, and then they quit talking about it, okay? But I'm going to bring it up because I remember. There were people that were married, guys that were married, and they were emergency medical services, EMS workers, which I used to be myself. I didn't respond to 9/11 though, thankfully, because I got enough health problems. Anyway, there were men that were married for extended periods of time, and some of them left their marriages to be with victims of 9/11. I remember that. I remember that. The media talked about it for a 30-second blip, and then it disappeared off the scene. Boom! Nobody talked about it no more. Let me tell you something else. During Katrina, and the only reason I know this is because I talked to people who lived over there in Louisiana. I think it was Louisiana, wasn't it? There were some people that were running to try to escape the flooding, and cops were shooting at them to make them go back towards the flooding. So I want you to look at this. Yeah, that you ain't gonna catch that shit on the news. You ain't gonna catch that on the goddamn news, baby. But I'm gonna tell you. The news is gonna tell you what they want you to know. And that's not always completely truthful either. It's called mind manipulation. So I want you to think about it this way. If somebody is paid to do the right thing, and they do the wrong thing, this is their bread and butter. This is food on their table. This is food on their table. And they do the wrong thing, and they're paid to do the right thing. The money's the incentive, and they still do the wrong thing. What makes you think that the person that swore their everything to you is going to do the right thing? People that are getting their mortgages paid, their cars paid to do the right thing, and they still fuck up and do the wrong thing. I want you to think about that. They're getting paid. The money is the incentive, and they are still risking losing everything by doing the wrong thing. Let me tell you something else about Katrina. We're going to spill the beans today. We're going to go straight to the meat and taters. There were people during Mardi Gras that were booted out of the hotels. People that lost their homes to Katrina. They were booted out of the hotels for tourists to get those rooms. Oh yes, I'm going to tell you the truth today. Ain't nobody else going to tell you the truth, but I will. They were kicked out of the hotel rooms for tourists. And like I said, they're getting paid to do the right thing, and they still do the wrong thing. So what makes you think somebody who's not getting paid to do the right thing is going to do the right thing? Another thing before I go, because I got to go back to what I was doing. Don't I look thrilled? Um, if you don't know that the individual that you're with is a narcissist, one way that you will find out is when something happens to you. I talked about this before, but it's so insidious, diabolical, and disgusting. One way that you will find out that they're a narcissist for sure is when something happens to you and they have zero concern. Absolutely no concern whatsoever. You know why? Because I've been through that. I've been through that. I had heat exhaustion. I told y'all that. For those of you watching this video for the first time, you've not heard of that. But I had heat exhaustion, and the individual snake, the snake that I was with, acted like he didn't see my face getting pale, acted like he didn't see me trying not to puke. And with my face in my hands by the creek going, I'm fighting puking. Because when you go into heat exhaustion and you're starting to cross into heat stroke territory, honey, you start going into shock, okay? So I'm sitting on the edge of the creek and I'm going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, because I'm trying to fight puking. I'm trying to fight it. And that stupid bastard acted like, I don't see nothing. Are you ready yet? Are you ready to go yet? You ready? Because he's a fucking idiot and a demon. No other explanation necessary. He's a demon. So this is what I suggest you do. Whether you've been going with them for a short time, you're dating, okay, for example, so-called seeing somebody, whatever. Because they're going to quit spending their money on dating, too. You're going to have to date yourself, which means you need to dump them today and date yourself. If you're going to be dating yourself by yourself, you need to get rid of these motherfuckers. You don't put somebody's life in jeopardy. You don't do that. And then when somebody wants to punch you square in your face, you don't know why. I'm not advocating violence, but I understand why people want to hurt somebody. Some people deserve it. Anyway, so when you're starting to see somebody and you don't know if they're a narc, they could do one of two things if something happens to you. They could be overly attentive to the point where it's too much because they're trying to act like they care. And your body will tell you if, if that's legit or not. Your body will know. What else? I gotta make this quick because I gotta get. What else? Keep your phone with you, your cell phone. If you're dating somebody, I don't care if you've been seeing them a week, a month, 6 months. Keep your cell phone near you at all times so that if they act like a jackass and something happens to you and they're standing there looking at you like, what's going on? Let's go. And they're acting totally dumb. You call 911 unless you go unconscious. Obviously, you can't. Keep your cell phone with you in case you need to call an ambulance for yourself and dump them the same day. Get rid of them. Because that's a demon. That's a demon. All right? All right. Y'all take care. Much love. Bye-bye.